All right, y'all. We're at the house. I ordered a Atlas micro jacker jack plate. I got it off the Amazon. That seemed like the best price I could find. I'm gonna see if that will help me with my shallow water issues I've been having. The river's back down to 2 foot. So we got a big trip planned this weekend. So I want to get this jack plate on there and see if that'll help me out. Let me show you what I got going on. So if you don't know, this is my 1752 OMC roughneck. This is the original roughneck. You see, low actually bottom out later. It's like a 91 model or something like that. So I put this 4-stroke 75 on it. It came with a 2-stroke 60, which is on that boat over there now. Put a tiller handle on it. It had a steering wheel. The 4-stroke was too much weight, so I put beaver tail float pods on it, which these have been great so far. And now the issue I have is, as you can see how far the motor sits down. So I got a jack plate for it. I'm gonna install that. This is gonna be more of a review and like testing on how jack plates do on river boats, because I haven't been able to find a good video on that. So I'll just try to make one. Hopefully this will help me out and I won't have to buy a mud boat. I still want to get one, maybe next year, but maybe this will get me by for now. As you can see, like the bottom of my boat is not flat. It's kind of a shallow V, I guess. You know, kind of like a bass boat or whatever. So it doesn't really do, even when the motor's up, it kind of drafts pretty deep. And it's ribbed unlike a mud boat, so it's definitely not going to be as good as a mud boat, but we're going to try it out. All right, well, that took about 2 seconds. Well, it's pretty incredible how little time they spend boxing this up. This may be Amazon boxing. This was one of their used jack plates, so I saved a little bit of money there. Look at that, the switch is missing. That's alright. I ordered it. Oh, there it is, right there. So the jack, we got a jack plate. Seems pretty sturdy. One of the reasons I got this one is it doesn't push the motor so far back off the boat. Because as you can see, where I sit on the boat's pretty far forward because of this rear deck. Most tiller handle boats don't have this center section. There's a seat on each side and you just sit kind of like sideways with your tiller handle. So if it's too far back, I can't reach it and it'll be uncomfortable. All right, motor's off. I didn't unhook anything but these 4 bolts. And I didn't really disturb them either, so I'm not gonna bother resealing them because I just pulled the nuts off. So I didn't spin them or anything, so I think they're gonna be good to go as far as being sealed. Usually you have to 5200 those up when you do a motor, but I'm not gonna knock those bolts out. I'm just gonna put that plate right on there where this motor come off of, and then bolt the motor to that. And that should be it. All right, before I put it on, I can see why these things are so expensive now. Like every bit of it is CNC cut billet aluminum. Super nice piece, it's beautiful. But in the instructions, it doesn't really, I mean, this is all you get. It doesn't really tell you where to mount, like how high to mount this. So I think I'm gonna just go with these bottom holes and get the plate up as high as I can, because I want the motor to be able to go as high as possible. You know, I mean, it's already super low, so I think that'll be all right. I'll try it and set it down and see how that works. If not, I'll redo it. All right, it's bolted up. That was super easy. I had to just like hook up the wiring harness real quick to actuate it to get to these nuts. But that's pretty quick. All right. Let me run back through these bolts, make sure they're all good and tight, and then I'll put the motor on. All right, it's on there. Went pretty smooth. You gotta buy bolts for these to go to the jack plate, which is annoying. But one of my bolts seized up, tightening up, so I'll have to cut that off. That's pretty common with stainless stuff. Yeah, so that's all the way down. So honestly, I could probably go up. No, that's pretty good. You want your cavitation plate about 1 inch below the bottom of your boat. So this is all the way down. This would kind of be where it would be without the jack plate. All right, all the way up. So, I don't know, it's probably hard to tell in the video. It is quite a bit higher. It's definitely not like as high as I thought it would be. I guess I could go up a bolt hole here, but then it would be too high, normal height. Oh well, we'll run it like this. We'll give it a shot. It's always easy enough to swap these bolts out. Try something different. All right, so instead of running this switch, since I don't have a console to drill through and mount that to, I just ordered a flush mount switch. Thinking about putting it there. I'd really like it there, but I don't want to drill through the outside of my boat. I guess I could double stick it. Let me try that actually. That might be better. Because this thing's double stuck. And it's on there pretty good. It's pretty easy to rewire. You know, I just added some male spades to the new switch and then plugged right in. So I didn't really cut anything on the harness. They give you a ton of wiring, and I don't really need all that for this boat, but that's okay. We'll try to sort it all out, make it look nice. All right, so we're at the lake. I ended up having to cut every one of those stinking stainless steel bolts off. Every one of them locked up because I did some reading and I had the motor sitting too low. So I just went with some zinc bolts. Look at that, that's got a zinc head on it too. They should be fine. I don't go in the salt water. But I ended up raising it 2 bolt holes. I got one more to go if I wanted to. And we're gonna give it a shot. We're out here at Lake Cassidy, and it is gorgeous out here. And there's nobody here, just me. So let me get this boat in the water and we'll catch up with you then. All right, let's give it a shot. First run down, I can already tell it's harder to steer with the motor all the way up. I don't know why, and maybe it's because I'm having to stretch so far back now. It did kick it back a lot farther than I was expecting, so I don't really care for that. It's kind of hard to video and drive the boat too, so I think I'm gonna do a run real quick with the camera off, and then I'll just tell you guys my thoughts. All right, so I made a couple runs around the lake. Man, it's just about all I can do to keep it straight. It's so hard to steer now. I don't know why that would be either, so that's kind of annoying. Yeah, and I can't, because it's so hard to steer, I can't like ease my hand back and trim it. Like, I usually just kind of sneak my hand back and then trim up, and then it gets easier, but I'm like got a death grip on the tiller handle trying to keep it straight. Yeah, and then once you start trimming the jack plate all the way up, water starts splashing like up and over the back. Maybe I can get a video of that. So I don't know, I'm not really stoked about this now. So maybe it'll do good in the river and the shallow water, but I don't know, it's probably still not worth it, to be honest. It sure is pretty out here though. I heard some wood ducks out there in the woods, so that's cool. Alright, well, I made another round and it seemed better that time. I didn't just go full height with the jack plate that time. I kind of just eased it up until it felt good, and then rode around for a little bit there. The steering was a little bit easier, but man, it's still not like it was. Like, I could just cruise before. Now I'm like holding on to the side of the boat and the tiller handle, and it's like yanking me apart almost. So I'm not stoked about that, and that may be just because like the tiller handle is like 4 inches farther back now. So I don't know. I may try an extension, but I mean, the juice ain't really worth the squeeze at this point. because the motor's not crazy high now. You know, it's not. I mean, you can see it. It's still, you know, pretty deep in the water. So, and it definitely didn't run any faster. It ran like the same, exactly, almost. So, I don't know. I'll keep playing with it, but I don't know if I'm gonna stick with this thing. I was really hoping it'd be a lot better, like just positives and not negatives, you know. That at this point the positives don't really outweigh the negatives. So, all right, well, I think I'm gonna end this video off here. I am gonna test it at the river. I'm not giving up on it yet, so that'll be this weekend. I'll just do that during our hunting trip video. So y'all look forward to that. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all next time.